And this is the global forecast for February 2025, brought to you by the wonderful people at AskTheAnswer.com, the UK's leading website for tarot readers, psychics, mystics and channelers. People, this is the last month before things start getting really interesting. This is the calm before the storm. I've said for a long time that January and February is not representative of 2025. And as we get into February, there's the first signs of changes coming in. Now, these changes are not going to be noticed at the day-by-day level by most people. Certainly going to be noticed by both astronomers and astrologers. Everything's changing. Neptune has stopped going retrograde, it is now moving forward. Uranus stopped going retrograde at the very end of January, is now moving forward. Saturn and Pluto are picking up speed. Jupiter stands still at the very start of February and starts moving forward. Mars stands still at the end of February, stops going retrograde and starts moving forward. And then, not so much this month, but early next month, Mercury and Venus will stand still and start both going retrograde. So every planet in the sky, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, everything except Saturn and Pluto, have either just stopped going retrograde or are just about to start going retrograde. So there's a great deal of change going on in the world around us. There's a massive reset, economically, politically, environmentally, even militarily. And I suggest that no one's really got a grip on what's going on. There are various people in positions of massive authority and responsibility who try to give the impression that they're on the ball and they know what's going on. But inside, they're all little boys biting their nails and thinking, oh my God, I've got no idea how to handle this. The future is going to be determined by individuals like you and me, not so much the power brokers who like to control things. And the idea of individuals taking action for themselves in a way that benefits both themselves and the people around them, as opposed to relying on others to do it for them, is going to become the new normal. This month is a seemingly shift in mindset for many people, and it's going to stop being the kind of, oh, you poor thing, don't worry, we'll look after you. No, there will still be room for the compassion, empathy and sympathy and the kindness towards people who genuinely need help. But it does seem as if a lot of people are taking advantage of this who don't need to. And there's a lot of people out there who are getting help who actually could do it for themselves. So it's time for a reset at the mental level, both individually and collectively. And this month is going to see this happen around the world, in readiness for the big stuff that's coming up at the end of March and the start of April, which is a once in a lifetime moment. And it's the real entrance into the gateway movements of the outer planets into the new signs, which I see as the true birth of the age of Aquarius. So we live in interesting times. It's very difficult for anyone to get a clear perspective on what's happening in the world. As an astrologer, I encourage both my colleagues and particularly my students to look at this time in a detached and objective and impersonal mode and not buy into the headless chicken stuff that's going on around the world, and not to seek to apportion blame or guilt or victimization of anyone according to gender, colour, race, religion, belief. These are old concepts that are becoming redundant. It's time for something new. And this month, the seeds are getting sown. As far as February 2025 goes, planet Earth, it's a time for a deep ploughing and the fertilization of deep-rooted new seeds. Catch you later, world. Bye.